Yesterday, I did a live stream talking about the Power Rangers stuff being auctioned off, etc, etc, and it all started from Ranger Board. They were the ones I first saw, and a few other people saying that all the Power Ranger stuff was being auctioned. You had everything from MMPR all the way to Cosmic Fury, and this is what they had on display at the time, which again looks really, really cool. But we actually had a video drop which was from the Executive Vice President Joe, said our first ever Power Ranger auction is November 12th to 14th, 2024, over 900 lots spanning 30 years. So let's check the video out and let's see what he says.
We're here in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're previewing our upcoming November 12th to 14th Power Ranger auction. This is a sneak peek. We thought we'd give everybody a chance to know what's coming up at the end of the year. Over 900 lots, 1993 Morphin Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers hit the screen, take over the world. We have almost every key costume, prop, and villain from 1993 to 2023 coming up in November.
There it is. They have officially announced that like 900 items are going, or 900 lots are spanning over 30 years, and we're going to get everything from suits to monsters, and that's absolutely fantastic. But to some degree at least. Now this is the website here, and this did have a little bit more to it, but the main problem is these are going to go really expensive. When you have stuff like the prototype for Lord Zed, which is roughly 1,250, and obviously you can make more from it, etc, etc. Is it worth that much money? Who knows? It's up to you to decide. So they have done other Power Ranger stuff in the past. You know, if you wanted an 8.5 plus or whatever, 360 for the Game Gear, goddamn, which obviously is really, really nice if you wanted to have this sort of thing, but it's completely up to you. You have the Golden Power Staff, which sold for 2,700, but if you wanted to buy it from the person who bought it, you can make an offer for $4,000. Again, these are all really expensive, and this is for, I would say, the high-end class collector that really wants this. You know, even the kind of Power Morpher and Blade Blaster, which was 154, which again, if you put this on any Ranger board, any Ranger site, you would actually get that much money for it because it's, you know, you can now justify this. So you also have a cog helmet, which 840, but this was the biggest one here, and this was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Saban Entertainment 1993 to 1996 Jason David Frank Tommy Oliver White Ranger Hero costume, which went for $45,000. Again, that's a lot of money if you wanted a suit. Now, not all these suits go for that much money. This one is the Austin St. John one. This was from Forever Red, $27,500. And you can see that, you know, even though they say it's Austin, this is one thing that kind of makes me laugh, is that they have Steve's boots. So this was from, obviously, they're saying it's like Forever Red, sorry. But effectively, you know, it goes for that money. You have movie suits as well. So again, 2,100. You have 20,000. Then you have 8,000. So it's not the most. But it's when you look at these sorts of, like, it's looking at like the damage and stuff from it. Who is going to spend that much money on a prop that could literally just do like nothing? Like, this is something that isn't going to be worth a lot of money. Same thing is like with the Pink Ranger. It's just the bodysuit, it's not the actual helmet. And then you've also got, like, say, the turbo suit. You know, again, it's completely battered, and I feel like that's up to you if you want to drop that amount of money. The newer seasons, the suits would probably be a bit better, and Hasbro has a lot of stuff in their warehouse. You've also got the costume that Kimberly wore. In this one, it doesn't look like it to me, but, you know, obviously it's been some time. But roughly, it's around about this price, so you can understand how much money that these are going to go for. It's not really unattainable or anything like that, but you have the chance to actually grab a hold of it. You know, and again, the Golden Power Staff, which we saw earlier. So we have quite a lot of stuff going on with the Power Ranger stuff, and there's a lot. So obviously you can grab something. Now, this is going out in November. To me, it opens up quite a few things. Like, first of all, Hasbro is completely done. They don't want this anymore. The fact that they're getting rid of pretty much everything that they've got in their inventory shows to me that they're completely done. They don't want Power Rangers anymore, and they're never going to reuse these things at all. They could easily maybe contact Toei and say, hey, could we have this? Like, could we actually have these suits, or could we use them? But Toei could be like, well, no, you have to send them back. We know that they do send them back because Simon Bennett confirmed that they wanted Void Knight back, the costume for Void Knight. So we know that they do have to send them back, but majority of things, these monsters will stay there. Another point was that Simon Bennett spoke a while ago and mentioned that Toei was getting rid of all the monster suits, so they asked what they wanted before binning them or getting rid of them. So these monster suits don't really or these items don't really like stick about with Toei because they have way too many. So I think there's a lot of stuff that's kind of going on with this right now. We can say that Hasbro is officially done with Power Rangers and it's dead in the water. Now, the main thing that I want to kind of address is that not everybody is going to be getting this. High-end collectors are probably going to buy every single one of these items. If they price each Ranger suit at, say, $4,000 per one, then who is going to be able to buy this? Because with the White Ranger and the Red Ranger going for high amounts of money, are you going to be able to buy it? Is a fan going to be able to log in and then go, hey, I want to buy this? No, it's not, is it? It's one of the things that kind of really gets me, because some fans will want stuff. Like, you may be able to get a prop item like, oh, the watch that someone wore, or the jacket that someone wore, or something like that, which, again, you could probably find somewhere else and go, okay, let's do this, let's buy this. So it's going to be a really interesting thing to me. But yeah, if anyone is kind of arguing now that Hasbro is going to bring something out like a new series, then I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt this sort of stuff. I think it's all done. I don't think this is coming back, and obviously they're going to be looking into different ways. I do hope that this website turns around right now and goes, hey, like, we're going to put this at an affordable thing. You can obviously do like, say, what eBay does and say we have like a kind of a limit that you have, like, so if it doesn't reach that, then it won't sell or something like that. But one of the main problems is if you have all these Ranger suits, not everybody is going to want to buy them. So you could have seasons like, people don't like Mystic Force or Operation Overdrive, and these will literally stay on the website until someone buys them, or someone goes like, I might as well take it off their hand. This is what I kind of think is going to happen. I think some suits are going to probably go for a lot more money, and some aren't. And also it depends on the quality of the suit, because again, would you want to spend $8,000 on a movie suit that is completely destroyed, or the turbo suit that is falling apart? Yes, it's actually going to be a really nice piece to have in your house or whatever. Or are people really going to spend that money on it? All of this is going to happen in November, and I think they're just going to drop it in one fell swoop. But again, I think this says, hey, there's a nail in the coffin. Power Rangers is officially done, because again, you wouldn't want this. And for the people saying that they want to ship it all the way back to Toei, Toei doesn't want this. Otherwise, they would be saying, hey, can you send us back our stuff? So effectively, they're pretty much done. So with wrapping this up, it does seem like this is a good thing if you want to get some like prop merchandise and stuff like that, but just be prepared to really spend a lot of money. That's why I'm going to be opening my own GoFundMe. No, but obviously I really want to get a Ranger suit or two if I can. So this is going to be interesting to see how much it goes for. I'm not going to go super overboard on this sort of stuff, but I do generally think that if I could get a suit or some props from the show, then at least I would be happy. I already have some, but I think this would be kind of really cool to add to the collection. I would love at least 2 Ranger suits. Let me know what you think they are down below in the comments. Anyway, thank you very much for listening and watching. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And if you want, check out all the merch. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat, Kura Stanada. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価 お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。